marriage, love and marriage. It's an institute you can't disparage.
Actually, I can and will disparage the inherently abusive and damaging institute of marriage.
I go out, I work my butt off to make a living. All I want is to come home to a nice clean house with a nice fat steak on the table. But instead I get this. It looks like poison.
These braised short ribs taste like a dog's asshole.
Hey.
You know what? I'm sitting here thinking, who in the world would slow roast a dog's asshole and serve it to their husband? You would.
Don't you take that away. I'm eating that, damn it. It is poison, isn't it? I swear to God, I would not be surprised if it was. The way you skulk around here like a dog been hit too much or ain't been hit enough. I can't make up my mind.
This video is long overdue.
You're useless, Beatrice. The only thing that pulls its weight around here is my goddamn truck.
We need to criminalize marriage now. It has been legal for far too long, usually accompanied by the cry that it is one of humanity's oldest institutions, as if its long-existing cultural impact is of any significance compared to the costs on society.
The American wedding is a dark and fearful sham. The event itself is designed to incite anger and drain loved ones of patience, support, and money. Most marriages fail miserably in 2 years. Others end in murder-suicides. A small percentage of them end with a term we like to call livable hatred.
Marriage has always been a black and repugnant sore on human living.
Since the early 1900s, marriage has been spun by the vendors and marketers. The people that find it the most attractive are wedding planners, Crate and Barrel, and the various religious organizations.
Marriage is currently legal, but we ignore that there is a serious problem with domestic violence and spousal abuse, with family and friends often forced to witness these horrible crimes.
And this woman you spoke of, did you invite her?
Hello, sweetie.
Oh my God. You all need to stay back. Whatever happens now, you do not interfere.
Hello, sweetie.
Yes, she was there. River Song came twice.
Women in particular are trafficked from other countries as what is euphemistically called mail-order brides.
How can you simply deliver her, like a courier, into a life of virtual prostitution?
Beverly, arranged marriages have been the basis of political alliances in many cultures, including our own.
I'm surprised at you.
She knows exactly what she's doing.
She has been conditioned since the day she was born to believe it's perfectly acceptable to exist only to please men.
But she was born to do this.
And bred by those people to seal a treaty with a seductive coup de grace.
And even so-called civilized societies indulge in arranged marriages, often to child brides, which persists to this day.
Depraved. Parted from me, and never parted. Never and always touching and touched. We meet at the appointed place.
Spock, parted from me, and never parted. Never and always, touching and touched. I await you.
She's lovely, Mr. Spock. Who is she?
She is T'Pring, my wife.
And since some people who are married are hurt by being married, this demonstrates why there can never be any such thing as a healthy marriage, since even healthy marriages are still part of the same old power structures that need to be overturned.
Under you, Princess Barrois.
Man and wife. Say man and wife.
Man and wife.
Escort the bride to the honeymoon suite. I'll be there shortly.
With women often changing who they are to suit a potential mate.
With the ability to sense what a potential mate wants, what he needs, what gives him the greatest pleasure, and then to become that for him.
You mean you change according to whatever man you're with?
Until I reach the final stage of bonding, When I must imprint upon myself the requirements of one man, to serve as his perfect partner in life.
Also, marriage can be for a lifetime, and is therefore officially a terminal illness.
Strange wedding. Yes, a very strange wedding. Come along.
What was that for?
Because you've always been so kind to me, and I won't be seeing you again, since I'm killing myself once we reach the honeymoon suite.
Wouldn't that be nice? She kissed me.
And how many women endure multiple marriages during their lives?
You ever think about getting married again?
No. 23 was my limit.
Is marriage really just a revolving door of oppression?
I barely know who she is, and who she is changes the moment the next man comes into the room. And I find myself hoping that the next man won't come in.
How could anyone find any of this slavery empowering?
Are all captains' lives so solitary? Or just yours?
Don't.
What?
Don't do this. This you do with men.
I'm afraid my premature emergence from stasis has left me a little vulnerable to the desires I sense from men. Nevertheless, this is who I am, Captain. You might as well ask a Vulcan to forgo logic, or a Klingon to be non-violent. I cannot change. And I don't want to until the time has come for me to bond with my permanent mate. Why does it bother you?
Frankly, it's difficult for me, for many of us, to easily accept that a sentient being can live only to be what someone else wants them to be.
But that's what gives a metamorph pleasure.
But what about your wishes? Your needs?
They are fulfilled by what I give to others.
But what about when there are no others? When you're alone?
I'm incomplete. What curious questions, Captain.
Well, under the circumstances, I thought that it would help if I learned more about you.
But you know me better than you realize. I am independent, forceful, brilliant, and adventurous. Exactly as you would have me be, Captain.
Speaking of which, who has benefited from this but men? After all, it's always men who want to get married, who push to change a perfectly good relationship into a contract of lifelong servitude.
No, we've been dating for 3 years. It's time. This is how it works.
A, that is bullshit. And B, she is a complete bitch.
Hey, that's his fiancée.
What? It's true. It's true. You know it's true. She beats him.
That was twice, and I was out of line. She's strong-willed, and I respect that.
Wow. Wow.
Either it's the patriarchs of the family.
Well, we could have the wedding now. Let's have it now. Let's have the wedding now.
Well,
why not?
No.
Do it now.
See, this is all kind of sudden. You know, it's
Captain Stan, take my beautiful letter green pussycat creamball girl to be your lawful wedded wife. One and only. One and only.
Or the men themselves who are pushing without asking the pertinent questions.
What have we done?
What did you ask me? I said, what have we done? Yes, you did. Now, that is the question. That is exactly the question we should be asking ourselves. What have we done? Why don't you tell us, Fisher? What have we done?
I just want to get married.
Exactly my point.
What's your fucking point,
I'm not
Lloyd?
talking to you more.
What's your point?
It's so ingrained in us that people even laugh at the old joke about a shotgun wedding.
Dad, please don't do this. You can't make him marry me.
I just want to talk to him.
Why do you have a shotgun?
I just want to talk to him.
Dad, this is ridiculous.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to shoot him.